Hello, I'm Steve Wu, Chair of the American Bar Association Section of Science and Technology Law. Welcome. I'm here today with Kathryn Coburn, who's co-chair of the Information Security Committee within the section. Welcome, Kathryn, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Steve. It's a pleasure.
Tell me a little bit about information security law. What do you mean by that, and what are the kinds of examples of information security law subjects that we might be interested in?
Steve, information security is about keeping your information private and confidential, keeping it available when you need it, and keeping it reliable so that you can use it.
Okay, having heard that, what are some of the legal subjects that come up regarding information security?
Certainly liability, when your information is leaked because of an insecure system. When are you going to be responsible, and if you are, what reporting obligations do you have, and how should you approach the problem? How can you mitigate your losses?
And you might also add something about compliance and secure electronic commerce. Can you tell me a little bit about those?
Certainly compliance is a big issue. It depends on which field you're in. If you're in healthcare or if you're in banking, you're going to have different compliance obligations for information security.
And secure electronic commerce, what do people mean by that? And what are some of the legal issues that come up with that? For example, contract formation.
Contract formation is definitely one, and there are many aspects from development of your secure system to assuring that you will have clear allocation of responsibilities if you do have a disagreement about whether third parties are involved or whether updates and new versions are the responsibility of your vendor or of the licensee. That's something that you will want to have already designated in your contract.
So Kathryn, tell me a little bit about the mission of the committee. What is the mission of the committee, and what kinds of things does it do?
Steve, the mission of the committee is to provide a forum at the intersection of law and technology for lawyers to interact on information security, to publish articles, to understand what the emerging issues are, and to have the advantage of communicating with some of the most
leading lights in the field?
Leading lights in the field.
Yeah, okay. Well, how, as a new lawyer who's interested in your committee, how could I get involved? What kinds of things could I do?
Well, you could publish articles. You can assist in the books that we're writing. We're writing a book on information security in healthcare, HIPAA issues, and we are updating that book so that we will have high-tech issues included.
The High-Tech Act you're referring to.
The High-Tech Act. And we are also have a book on cloud computing. We have a new book on digital signatures.
So there are opportunities for me to get involved in writing publications so I could get my name out there, for example.
You certainly can present yourself as an expert in the field if you learn what information security is all about, and you are able to indicate that you are with a working group that is involved in these issues and is making publications and developing policy in these areas.
Well, that's great. So if I'm interested in information security law, how could I get a job in it, or how could I get some clients in this area? What can I do to develop my career in business in information security law?
Well, whether you're working with a recruiter or whether you're sending out resumes on your own, you could certainly get to know people in the field of either banking or healthcare that are perhaps working in other aspects of those fields, maybe working in-house, and offer your services as an information security specialist, being able to advise them on those particular issues that are certainly top of mind these days.
And it sounds like law firms that work for those kinds of companies would have those opportunities, perhaps as outside counsel as well.
Absolutely. You could certainly let your clients know that you're apprised of these issues and let them know that you are working with the American Bar Association and with the publications that they are producing and interacting with some of the leading people in this field.
Well, great. So having heard that, it sounds great. How can I join your committee?
You can go to our webpage and you can either call David Nevetta or myself, since we're co-chairs, or send us an email, and we would be very happy to welcome you.
And there are links, as I understand it, there are links to the committee leaders on the committee webpage, and there's also a button on the upper right corner that says Join the Committee. And if you're not a member of the section, you can click the button that says Join the Section so that you can become a member of the section and a member of the ABA and sign up for the committee after doing that. So thank you so much for that information. It sounds terrific, and I appreciate your time today.
Thank you, Steve.